What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the reality of trucking. If you're somebody that's new to the trucking industry, you're looking at trucking as a long-term career. Again, you're new, you're in school right now, you're about to get on with a trainer, you're about to get your own truck, you just got through the training. I'm going to talk about the realities of trucking, and specifically the reality of being successful in trucking. And the reason I'm going to be talking about this is because I actually came across a live stream and some older guys talking about exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this video. And one of the guys said something that I actually agree with 100%. And what is that thing? Well, I'm going to get to my point and what I think about this at the end of this video. So you got to make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video 100% to hear my entire point. Make sure you do that. Especially if you're new, like the video, sub to the channel, and yeah, again, check out more of my other videos that'll pop up at the end of this one as well. But I'll get right into it, don't worry. So what was that thing, again, that guy said that kind of rang a bell in my head? He was like, look, what most people don't understand, whether you're a company, you're leased onto a carrier, you're an independent owner-operator, no matter what you're doing, no matter what division you're in, local, regional, OTR, no matter what it is, the one thing you have to understand is in order to make money in trucking, in order to make this career worth your while, it's very simple. You just have to shut up and you have to drive. You have to shut up and do your job. You can't go home all the time, or you can't take a lot of time off. Now, look, if you're local, yeah, you can be home more often. If you're regional, you can be home more often. If you're dedicated, you can be home more often. But with that comes sacrifices, meaning you're probably going to make less money working less than you would if you worked more. It's common sense, right? And so the best thing you can do is, before you get into trucking, understand what it is exactly you want to do before you get into trucking. I talk about that all the time on my channel. Before you even get into trucking, ask yourself, what do I want to be doing in this industry 5 years from now? What do I want to do? What do I want to do with my first year to get my experience? Look, what division do I want to be in? What do I want to work myself up to? What am I going to do with the money that I make in trucking? That's also something I talk about on this channel all the time, is what am I going to do with that money I'm making? Am I going to invest it into the trucking business itself? Am I going to invest it in something else outside of the trucking business, such as real estate, stocks, whatever it may be? You got to figure out what it is you want to do. But no matter what it is you want to do, understand something. That guy is totally right. In order to make the money in trucking, in order to make trucking worth it, no matter which route you go, local, regional, OTR, understand you are going to have to work. You are going to have to work. You are going to have to go to whatever company you drive for, whether you drive for yourself or whether you drive for somebody else. It doesn't matter. You are going to have to put in the work. Even owner-operators, some of them watch my channel, will allude to that. If you want to make the big money as an owner-operator, you are going to have to run just as hard as you would as a company driver. I'm talking the big money. I'm not talking, oh, I have a paid-off truck and trailer and I still make a decent living and I'm able to take time off all the time. Yeah, you can do that. That is true. There's some guys that have that situation and they can still make decent money. I'm talking big money, though. If you're going to go into a business, I believe that business should be well worth it. It should be way more worth it to do that than it is to be an employee. And in my opinion, there's no point in starting a business, in my opinion, if you're not going to make significantly more money than you would as an employee. That is just my opinion, though. But I don't care what it is. I don't care what you do. You can make a lot of money in trucking. You can make 6 figures as a company driver. You can make 6 figures as an owner-operator. You can even make more on the business side as an owner-operator than just a little over 100 grand. You can make well into the 6 figures as an owner-op. You can make multiple 6 figures, even 7 figures, if you go the business route. But no matter what it is, like I said, you just have to shut up and put in the work. You do. If you're starting from nothing, you're going to have to come in and pay your dues. You're going to have to get your experience. You're going to have to be disciplined with your money, get yourself out of debt, save up that money so that you can invest in whatever you want to invest in. Some people don't want to go the business route in trucking. They want to do other things. Again, you got to figure out what it is you want to do. But no matter what it is, Whatever your dreams are, everybody has different goals and ambitions before getting into the trucking industry. They do. Everybody does. When I ask one person, hey, what do you want to do with trucking? What do you plan on doing? They want to do this thing. And then I ask another person, they want to do that thing. Everybody likes different things in this industry. They do. You just have to figure out what it is that works for you, what it is that you enjoy to do. I know what I enjoy to do. I know what I enjoy to do. I know what I plan to do with this business 100%. I knew what I wanted to do before I even got into it. And a lot of times on my channel, I try to tell other people before they get into trucking, you have to do the same thing to make it worth your while. But again, understand, I keep repeating it because what that guy said was totally true. I'm not going to name names or name the channel that I saw this on, but the guy was absolutely right. And he sounds like he had been in the business for like 20 plus years. And he said, look, man, there's so much noise out there. There's so much information on the trucking industry. You, again, have to put in the work. There is nothing sexy about being a truck driver. There is nothing sexy about the trucking business, period. There's no secret to the trucking business. There's no secret. All the information's out there. All the information's out there about every company, about every division, about everything in trucking. It's all about how hard you want to work. And that is the main thing. I'm going to end with this. That is the main thing that I love about trucking so much, is that whatever work you want to put in is what you'll get out of trucking. Whatever work you want to put in. If you make excuses though, and you want to go home all the time and you want to complain about this, complain about that, complain about this, you're not going to do well in trucking. You're not going to do well in life, period. But you're definitely not going to do well in trucking because this is an individual sport, 100%. This is an individual sport. It's a team sport if you're running a business, but as a driver, as somebody just new coming into the business, figuring things out, it's an individual sport, and it's going to humble you very quick because you're going to come into trucking and figure out that you do have to put in the work to get good at this. You do have to put in the work to learn the skills to be good at this trade. You do, 100%. I don't care, again, what you're doing in trucking. And for those of you that have been in this business way longer than me, I've only been in it about 4.5 years, close to 5 now. And that's what I've learned. I've learned that, look, you know, it took me time to get really good at doing this job. It took me a lot of time, actually, to get to where trucking was pretty much second nature to me. You know what I mean? And to where I was able to do my job, make my money, and also learn the other things I wanted to learn and do that are outside of trucking. But again, that's it for this video. That's it for this video. I just want to talk about the realities of trucking. Before you get into this, understand that this is going to be a tough business, but if you're willing to put in the work, you're willing to sacrifice, you will be successful in trucking. It's all about just putting in the work. That's all it is. So anyway, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end of this video. If you did stay this far, I really appreciate it. God bless. Thank you for watching, and peace out.